Christmas songs?
I don't know. You see, the Christmas thing is still going. I know it's over. You skip the Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Do it!
Just be early for next year.
It's not too early to push a Christmas single. That's what I say.
Well, then this is a good opportunity. Good opportunity for us to share with you our double A side Christmas single. I thought we'd get loads of complaints. I kind of thought that if we started doing Christmas songs after the 6th, I mean, it seems fair game up to the 6th, up to the 12th day, Christmas, it seems fair game. But once you've taken down the Christmas decoration, it all seems wrong.
Well, my decorations are still up, so...
Okay.
No, I haven't been home. No, we've been out since the 2nd, so they're staying up till the 21st.
Okay, that's what it's going to be then. It's going to be a Christmas song, and of course, this one has a story attached.
Does it? Is this related to my Christmas card that I got? Didn't want to get those Christmas cards where that, like, somebody's forgotten to sign it. It's just like, it just says to Adam. I opened it and all this rice fell out on the floor. It's from my Uncle Ben. Was that the story you were after?
Do you see the family resemblance going on here? Now, look, this is a song actually. I performed it a couple of nights ago. I know Anne was there a couple of nights ago. There were a few people who were there. I performed it in Guildford. Now, the connection with Guildford is I was a Weir keeper in Guildford. So I'd look after the Weirs. And basically what a Weir keeper is an scapegoat. For some reason, when the flood started, for some reason I seem to get a lot of blame for the floods and flooding Woking.
Water follows you, doesn't it, Damo?
It does. You see, the thing is, in order to live on the Way navigation, you've got to take part. So the thing is, you can't just moor up there. It's owned by the National Trust. So I took part, and I offered. I was a Weir keeper, and they had years and years of no floods. I think 1940s was the last time they floods. And then I took over, and then for some reason they just seemed to have an awful lot of trouble. I've left the river now, and I went there on a couple of days, Saturday night. I went there, and the whole it was basically the whole place is it's a terrible mess.
Just share with everybody. Damian doesn't tend to go on holiday. He tends to work kind of quite a lot. We're both fairly workaholics, I think.
Probably most people in this room are exactly the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
Struggling to keep afloat.
Yes,
That's it.
well, literally in your case. So Damian decided he went and did some shows, some solo shows, didn't invite me, whatever. And
It's an open invitation there, Adam. Open invitation. I say it now, you're invited to every show I ever do. I'm more than every show. Every show.
As your pianist, thank you. So Damian goes on one holiday, right? He decides to take a little road trip. Tell everybody where you went and what happened. Somewhere.
We were doing some shows with Tony Hadley. And we.
I could go all night.
So then we were with Tony Hadley, and we do some fantastic shows. Fantastic show. We had a lot of fun with old Tony, as we always do. Tony is a man of fun. He's a man who has a fun time. So, and then I had a couple of days off, and so I thought, well, we're right up in Germany. And I thought, well, do you know what? Why don't I just go for a little break? Go somewhere nice, feel at home. Somewhere that was me. And I went to Venice. You wouldn't believe what happened when I was there.
I forgot what song we're doing now. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I don't have an awful lot of luck when it comes to weirs and things, but when there was some heavy rain in Guildford and I just started doing the weirs, I wandered down to the mill where they have the main weirs. The main weirs that when you open them up you flood Woking. Which I did quite a lot, actually.
Anyone from Woking? Don't bother going home. It's gone, all of Woking.
The funny thing about it is we've got a mutual friend and he's actually my manager, and his dad has a house in Woking, and he's retired now. He used to manage Free, this chap, you know, if you know All Right Now, and John Glover. He's a lovely guy. And Matt came over to. Matt came to visit me, and he said, and he came down and he goes, "Oh, I didn't realise you were moored up here." He goes, "Oh, my dad, he's just downstream from you." He said, "Oh gosh, a couple of weeks ago." He said, "My dad, he lives for his garden. Retired man, spends all his time in his garden. Completely flooded." And I was able to say, that's because I've got a little red button that I press. And it floods your dad's garden.
You had a lot of work out of Matt recently?
He's Tony Hadley's manager. Yeah. Sent me on tour with Tony Hadley. So, okay, well, anyway, I stood there in Guildford just on Saturday night, and I apologised for the state of the canal and the River Wey, and then I opened up and I told them a story about this chap that I'd been told about in my first week of doing the weirs. Dave the Gravedigger came up and said hello. And he said, "Oh, you're the new weekkeeper." And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh." He said, "Oh, has anyone told you about the old weirkeeper?" And he told me this story, okay, about this man. And it was incredible, it was gripping. I mean, this chap, the old weirkeeper, used to live in the boats. You know, he lived for the river. You know, it was part of him and he was part of it. And then he grew very old. And then on Christmas Eve, when he felt it had all become too much, he threw himself into the Weir. I heard this story from Dave, the Gravedigger, and I thought, I've got to write a song. So instantly I went to the internet to find out about this weirkeeper who threw himself into the weirs. I went to the National Trust, I spoke to the office there, and to people who had been working in the river, with the river for years and years and years. I spoke to locals, I spoke to everyone, and I could not believe the amount of information I was given on this chap. No one had a clue what I was talking about. And it struck me, I thought, could it be that Dave the Gravedigger, could have been pulling my leg?
Dave the Liar, as he's known locally.
Anyway, I didn't let that put it off. I thought, no, I'm not going to look anymore. That's it. I'm stopping. I'm going to write this song. Oh, you're going to like this. It's got a little bit of audience participation. This is for you. This is your song. Angelic, it sounds like Christmas. Standing strong, he let the old cocks run, winding down the river Weirs. Manual work that he'd always done, dependably for many years. gently to the wash they made. Passing by the cinema would take him home. Nonsense, a child he'd be, but you never see him in a restaurant. All he lived within his means. Happy though he was with his simple life, baffled seeing others' dreams. Only felt complete ever working on and living by the flowing stream. And the sun shines above this town, welcoming another day. But the still water rises up, even on a Christmas day. Everybody saw there was nothing like the rainfalls that came their way. People shut their doors and windows to try and keep the water well at bay. Do we understand the simple things in life? Heaven may be what we know. Falling from the mill late that night, the waters finally took him home. And the sun shines above this town, welcoming another day. But the still water rises up, even on a Christmas day.
Oh, lovely. Good singers in tonight.